Hello, everyone. My name is Maureen, and I don't know how to say no. Sometimes I don't know how to say no when I really need to say no. And this sometimes puts me in difficult situations. And I thought maybe there are some other people that find themselves in difficult situations just because you don't know how to say no. And I found a book and started reading about this because I read about everything. And I found very interesting things and I wanted to share them with you. So, in this book, I learned 30 different ways to say no. We're going to begin. I'm reading from a screen, so if you see me looking that side, that's where I'm looking. So, before we begin reading, many times when we say no, it doesn't mean we are horrible people. It doesn't mean we are selfish. It just means sometimes we are not in position to do certain things. And there are times when I forget this. There are times when I feel like if I say no to somebody, it means I'm a bad person. But sometimes I'm not in a very good position to do what they've asked for, or I simply don't want to. So, anyways, let's get into the 30 ways to say no. Number one, you're going to say, no, not now, not ever. This is a little bit rude, I think. I don't know when you would use this. Maybe in the future when I have kids, if the kid keeps on insisting, can I have candy? Can I have candy? I will say, no, not now, not ever. But that wouldn't also work. Anyways, let's go on to the next one. Yeah, we don't want to use not now, not ever. Next one, I'm not available then. So if somebody's asking, can we go out and do this? You're like, sorry, I'm not available then. The other one is, I cannot give that the attention it deserves. So maybe it's a project somebody's asking you to work on and you don't have the time to work on it and you don't want to say no in a rude way. You can say, I don't have, I cannot give that the attention it deserves. Number two. Number three, that will not work for me. So meaning it's not suitable for me. Next, thanks for the offer, but I have to decline. So thanks for the offer, but I have to decline. You can say, no, thank you. Or you can say, that is not possible. Or, I cannot say yes to that. Meaning I'm saying no. So I cannot say yes to that. I would rather not. The other one, I'm already focused on this. So you can say, I'm already focused on ABC. I cannot do that. So I'm already focused on that. Well, I'm already focused on this project. I can't help you with your project. Moving on to the next one, next phrases. It sounds wonderful, but I have to say no. Thank you for asking, but I need to decline. It's absolutely not possible. Not now, but another time. That could work. That could work if it can be in June, but not this month. So you could say that could work if it could be, and you put it at a later date. If it's important that I attend, let's plan for next week. Some of these you can use at work. If a colleague is asking you to attend an event that you don't want to attend, or a meeting, something like that, you could say, if it's important that I attend, let's plan for next week. The other one would be, I would love to attend, but I cannot make that date. So I would love to attend, but I cannot make that date. It is not a priority for me right now. This is also a good one. I have other priorities I have to put first. So I'm sorry. I cannot do that until October, but a member of my team could sooner. I would love to meet you, but until my product launches, that needs to be my priority. Let's get back in touch after November. Oh, this is a good one. There are times when I don't want to do something and I feel guilty for saying no to people. I think this would work. I would love to meet you, but until my blah 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 finishes, that needs to be my priority. Let's get back in touch after November or after 2020. I'm not prioritizing that right now, but next year, perhaps. I like the perhaps at the end. It's not certain. Don't guilt me into feeling horrible if I don't do it. Let's continue. I have made a commitment to X for the next month. Perhaps next month? So you could have made a commitment to this. Perhaps next month. I like the probability in these phrases. Not that way, but my way. Yes. For example, you're working on a project and somebody says, let's do it this way. And you're like, no, if I'm to work with you, it's not that way. It's going to be my way if you really want me on that project. These are good ones. If your goal is this, how about we approach it this way? This is more being more understanding to the other person, I think. I'm not so sure. I don't know. You tell me what you think. So the phrase is, if your goal is this, how about we approach it this way? The other one, why did you choose that way? Are you open to other ideas? And the last bit. I could say yes if you are open to approaching it a different way. If you explain why that is your solution, I will explain an alternative. My experience tells me that won't work. Have you considered? Have you considered? And then you give your opinion or the other choice. I don't want to do it that way. Can we try this instead? This is also a good one. I'm interested, but I want to do it in my way. Is that an option? I agree with that. I agree with what you want to do, but I want to change how it's done. Is that possible? So, these are great phrases to use instead of saying no directly to somebody. What should you be careful about? Because there is a small bit that's also important. If you want to say no, you cannot say yes and change your mind later. You cannot say, I will consider it, because I will consider it. It's not fair to the other person. They wait for you, they count on you, and then you fail to deliver at the last moment. So it's only fair to the other person to say, I'm not in a position to do that. Meaning, no, I cannot do it, instead of saying, I will consider it. I will consider it is not very good. The other one is perhaps. Perhaps is all. I don't like perhaps. Just you ask somebody, could you help me do this, or can we meet next week? And they're like, perhaps. Perhaps what? You have to either say yes or no, so don't use perhaps, my friends. And then there is the other one that looks like, let me think about it. I think people always have an alternative, either to say no or yes. If they say, let me think about it, what's there to think about? I don't know. Anyways, let's look at the other one. Interesting. Have you ever been talking to somebody and you ask them something, or you ask them for a favor or something, and they're like, interesting, and they don't continue? Yeah, that's weird. Let's not use that, my friends. It's not good communication strategy. And then the other one is maybe, or let's talk about it. Yeah, those are horrible phrases. You can use the ones I mentioned before. Thank you for your time. I hope this was helpful for you, because this gives me headache when I have to make a decision quickly and answer back to somebody, and I'm stuck in a position. If I say no, this person is going to feel bad. If I say yes, I'm not in a very good position to deliver on the yes I've given. So I get stuck in a difficult situation. And probably you also do. If you do, let me know. How do you handle these situations if you really need to say no? What do you do? Thank you for your time.